Hey, yo, peace, love, knowledge, and freedom, and welcome to another exciting episode of Frail Conversations. And today, as you've seen from the title, we're going to talk about pranks. But no, we're not talking about pranks in the sense like I'm gonna go prank a nigga or like we spend the time talking about pranks and shit. Y'all know how I rock. You feel me? It's always some kind of level to the shit, and it's always gonna apply to the Frail series in some way, shape, or form. This particular episode was inspired because I got a reel. A homie sent me a reel, and it was this dude. He was on a subway or some shit, and these dudes they stuck their hand through the window of the subway and they pulled his wig off and shit, right? And he had a bald head, but he had a wig that was dreads and shit. Like it's like I don't know what the fuck is wrong with niggas, bro. Like it's like let your hair go if you losing it. It don't. It's not gonna hurt you. It's like you fighting. I don't know if you trying to hold on to your youth or there's some kind of there's some kind of unhealthy attachment to that shit, bro. Let it go. For some people, it's religious because they say, you know, you're not supposed to put a razor to your head or whatever the case may be. But my nigga, if you thinning and shit like that, like you doing too much. Trust me, it is far cheaper just to go bald, bro. You save so much more money. You feel me? But you know, it is what it is. That's not where we going with this. But in the video, the motherfucker was like he took the wig off and shit. But when they took the wig off through the window of the bus, like he couldn't get off the bus to like get him because the bus was about to pull off and shit. So my homie was like, yo, now if he would have opened that fucking door and ran out there and shit, niggas would have been like, yo, it's a prank, it's a prank, it's a prank. And so it's like, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, we do this stupid shit. And it's like, it's the men doing this shit. And it's like they doing it, in my opinion, they're doing it on some, you know, I'm tough, I'm that man, I'm the man shit on camera. But then it's like, soon as the shit flip, it's like, okay, wait, it's a joke. It's a joke. We're playing. It's like, at what point do you stop playing with people? You know what I'm saying? And this goes into the ideations of respect because it's like, and then what we have fucked over with what masculinity is and shit. Because it's like we're looking at these situations and we like these little motherfuckers just doing stupid shit. Now, don't get me wrong. I have not experienced a prank. Ain't nobody do no crazy shit like that, you know, to me or whatever. I hope nobody does no crazy shit like that to me because it's like I don't give a fuck if it's a prank. Like I'm not thinking in that regard. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's a like no. You need to understand that going into these motherfucking pranks that everybody don't play with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what opened up so much of this conversation because I see prank after prank after prank, whether it be gold digger pranks, whether it be tough guy pranks, whether it be I take your girl pranks. Like these pranks are, I get it, it's for social media and it's like you got the camera just in case and you can catch it, but you're not gonna catch it with everybody. Some niggas gonna up that shit on you. Some niggas gonna beat you the fuck up. Some niggas might shoot you before you even get a chance to do some shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? And for me, and how it ties to So Frail is because it's all down to respect. And I think low key they're doing these pranks because when we look at women on social media doing all of the shit that they do for attention, a lot of the guys are doing shit for respect. It's weird. I don't like, because me personally, this is how I feel like, unless you're doing some kind of entrepreneurship on social media and shit, the attention and the respect ain't real. Like, that's just how I feel. Like, you feel me? Like, for the women's side, it's like, oh yeah, I got 100 niggas in my DM, like, and they're all fucking retarded. They can't read good, and they're not somebody. They're socially awkward. If they seen you in real life, they wouldn't say anything, and they wouldn't give you that attention. You know, the same attention that women want online isn't the attention that they want offline. But now we flip it, and I just use that example because when we look at the men, it's like they're doing this for respect, thinking that, yeah, this gets me respect because we've always lived in a world where the respect was a facade. It was, you know, you got money, power, respect. You know, we create an illusion of those things. So much so that we're creating these prank systems and shit like that. Like we're really doing this. Like one of the ones that I hate seeing, and I don't know why it keeps showing up on my YouTube shorts feed or whatever, because I don't even watch YouTube shorts. I just watch regular YouTube. But, you know, as the algorithms and shit expand, it's the gold digger pranks. And it's like niggas will go rent a car and do all of this shit for a fucking video to go holler at a chick. And then it's the same game. Like they suck. Like you can tell, like you can tell you have to be cut from the cloth to identify a nigga that ain't cut from the cloth. So it's like these niggas lead with that shit, and it's like, yo, this gives me respect. Like, to have a woman change her mind and chase. No. It's not about having a woman change her mind to come chase you, nigga. Can you make her not even have to change her mind? That's when you really got the game. But we play these gold digger pranks, and we do these gold digger pranks. We do these tough guy pranks where the niggas is walking up to motherfuckers with girlfriends and wives and grabbing her hand and looking like, oh, let me get that for you and shit. Now, granted, some of them be funny as fuck. Like, I seen one with some water and shit, and the dude, he seen the shorty picking up the water, and he picked it up, and the dude said, yo, that's my wife, I'm her husband. He's like, well, why you ain't pick up the water? That shit was hilarious, because it's like, yeah, nigga. But we're seeing these things, and this is creating an imagery within our head, because our minds, our mentals don't know the difference between fantasy and reality. Even though we can consciously tell ourselves, oh, this is a prank, this is this, that, and the third. Once that imagery stores into your brain, it doesn't separate the fantasy from the reality. So niggas start to think this shit is real, and they can really do that shit. You feel what I'm saying? They can really do that shit. And when they start doing that shit, it's out of, from the men's perspective, because this is the only perspective that matters right now. So for our conversations, we're doing that shit out of respect. You feel me? Because like I said, respect is to men what love is to women. Just how the woman treated that attention like love and shit, like that's, you can't compete with that. But right now we're watching that epidemic and this rise of men doing this shit for respect. Because I'm going to show I'm a real nigga. I'm going to show I can get the bad bitches. I'm going to show all of these different things, whether I can really do it or not. And now we're masking it as pranks. So if we do get rejected, or if it doesn't go the way that this is a prank. This is a prank. I didn't mean it. This isn't what it's supposed to be. But it starts off on some real shit. You feel me? You may go in with the intention that it's a prank, but the motherfucker on the other side may not know it's a prank, because everybody ain't playing with you, bro. But before we dive heavy into that, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Scene the Griot. Be sure to check out my website at IamJustScene.com to get all things that are just seen. To all those who tip, donate, and sponsor to the podcast, you are greatly appreciated. To all those who would like to tip, donate, and sponsor to the podcast, you can do so by clicking the link in the description of the podcast. Not the episode, but the podcast itself. And you know the vibes, Cash App, and PayPal are just fine. And as always, that's that for this and that's this for that. So we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to dive into So Frail conversations. It's a prank. And don't forget to visit IamJustScene.com. There, you can get all things Just Seen. You want to add the So Frail series to your library? Visit IamJustScene.com. You want to learn how to master the markets for serious trading and investing? Visit IamJustScene.com. You want to get your hands on some exclusive merch like tees, hoodies, coffee mugs, hats, bags? Visit IamJustScene.com. Are you thinking about transitioning into the plant-based lifestyle? Visit IamJustScene.com. You ever want to just chat with Scene about anything from simple advice to mentorship? Visit IamJustScene.com. Anything and everything that is me, you can find at IamJustScene.com. So take a quick peek into my world to see why being just seen is nothing less but always more. Because you never really know what you need until you see it, and you will never see it unless you visit IamJustScene.com. All right. Welcome back. Ow. And without further ado, let's get started into this motherfucker. And I don't know why I said it's a prank like that. Usually I ain't never really that animated in my titles, but it's just like, I had to say it like that, because that's how the niggas be, yo. They be like, yo, it's a prank. You feel me? Like, nigga, chill the fuck out. But it's like, I worry that it's gonna get to the head of the young kids that do wild shit. You feel me? And they start walking up on people that don't want to be walked up on. So like I was saying, like with the niggas that took the wig off the motherfucker on the bus and shit, and it's like he couldn't get off him. He couldn't get off the bus. He was like, yo, you serious right now? And it was like, that shit was funny. I can't hold you, but it's like, what if he would open that door? Yeah, you got camera footage that you motherfucking got beat up, or that this motherfucker ran up on you and you were just doing the prank. But why should it get to that? Like, motherfuckers, like, there has been motherfuckers that have, you know, because their kids were doing pranks and shit, or they're just doing childish pranks. It's not childish pranks. And y'all got to stop doing that shit. Like, because now it's like, your intention may be a prank, but now you're doing something that is fueled and you getting respect. And I know, I already feel it coming, and let me go ahead and get this shit out the way so I don't feel any type of way later on down the line. Yeah, this is coming off as big homie energy, whatever the case may be. I'm wagging my finger type shit. You could say it how you want to. I'm trying to look out for you little niggas and shit, because it's like, y'all gonna run up on the wrong motherfucker, and they're not gonna play with you. They're not going to give a fuck about your camera. They're going to crash the fuck out. You going to run up on somebody who's on their last straw. You going to run up on a motherfucker who's not fucking playing with you. And the problem is y'all have never ran up on a motherfucker who wasn't playing with you because all y'all do is play around. But nah, for real, I'm saying it because like I've been there. And this is one of the situations that I can really say, and really one of the real reasons why I want to have this conversation, because this is one of those instances where I can say, you know, when you're talking to younger kids, when you're talking to the youth, as they say, when you're talking to the younger generation, you see doing shit, it's like you just tell them not to stop. And they be like, why? Because I've been there before. Okay, nigga, what'd you do when you were there? I just been there before. I'm telling you, going like, no, nigga, I'm gonna give y'all the details of what happens when motherfuckers ain't playing with you. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna kick this shit off on some prank shit. We didn't have cameras back in the day. You feel me? We didn't have cameras back in the day. And fortunately and unfortunately, we didn't have cameras back in the day because, nigga, the shit that I would have had, like the shit that I wouldn't have posted anything on camera because I wasn't like that. But the niggas that I was around would have had everything on camera, nigga. Like everything. Us rolling up. Us, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, don't show it all. But I still hung with some real niggas. And I know we're in that space where niggas is like, well, if you putting that shit on camera, you ain't no real. Nah, generations change, bro. We're at the cusp of that generation where it's like, niggas, you knew. You know what I'm saying? You knew what was up. But it's like, we didn't give a fuck. We was like, and that's a scary thing to be in. We didn't give a fuck. So the reason why I'm saying that is because it's like, when I say I've been where you been, I'm not just saying that as a angry old head or a nigga like, nah, nigga, I seen what it was like when you pulling a prank on a nigga and you think it's just a joke. And we didn't have cameras. So we couldn't calm a nigga down. We couldn't say no shit like, yo, it's just a prank, bro. We playing. Look at the camera over there in the cut. We just playing. Mm-mm. And so much so we didn't even say that it was a prank. We just assumed the nigga knew we was bullshitting. You feel me? I was 16 years old. I'll never forget this day. It's etched into my mind forever. I'm 16 years old. I got another homie. I'm like 16 going on 17. So my other homie was 16, and then we had another homie who was younger than us who was like 15. Now, mind you, this at a time when you getting, you know, we think we feeling ourselves, nigga. We you know, we them niggas, bro. That's how we feel. You feel me? We could fight. You know, we get hoes, we get bitches and shit. Like, nigga, this is how we get down. So it's like, we don't give a fuck about shit. We really don't give a fuck about shit, bro. In any way, shape, or form. So there was some niggas, right? Now, mind you, I didn't know that these niggas was MS-13, right? I just thought they were fake bloods because they wore a red bandana and shit. I found out later that they was MS-13 and somehow MS-13 was connected to red bandanas. I didn't know none of that shit. And if it's not, and they were bloods and they were just masking it as MS-13, I don't know. But either way, it was some real gangsters involved in this entire situation, right? And when I say like I ran with the real gangsters and shit and I did real gangster shit, I just wasn't a gangster because I didn't like, this moment is when I decided I can't be no gangster, bro. I don't want to be a gangster because it looks cool on TV. And I know it's like, well, pranks ain't got shit to do with this. It's going to open up because I'm going to tell the prank. But it looks cool on TV. It looks good when you watching the big homies do the shit. But that internal shit, those fears that you got to get over, the motherfucking, it's a numbing that you have to develop to be a gangster for real. A lot of niggas is too emotional to numb themselves to be a gangster. And that's one of the things that scared me and made me not want to be a gangster because I didn't have that feeling. Like I didn't. Like when I told my, one of my big homies was like, yo, I'm gonna get you a pistol because nigga, it's rites of passage. You 17, it's time. I said, don't give me a pistol because I'll kill somebody. He was like, nah, I'm saying just to protect. I said, no, I will kill somebody. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I will kill a motherfucker. Like, and it'll be on some shit like, nigga, because prior to, like, right after that, like a couple weeks after that motherfucker said that shit and I said no, a big homie punched me in my chest and shit. Right? Now, mind you, the nigga punched me in my chest and shit. Now, I guess it was on some DP shit, but whatever. So it's like, his cousin had a bike. And I was like, yo, let me ride the bike to my crib real quick because I got to go get something. He was like, all right, cool, you can ride the bike. So I didn't hear him, you know, calling for the bike. You know what I'm saying? So I rode the bike to my crib to go get it. So I'm riding it back. And he like, yo, why you ain't? I said, yo, your cousin said I could ride the bike, bro. I'm just, you know, I was just coming to the crib, whatever, right? So niggas, big nigga, right? Had to be a good, like, 250, some shit like that. Nigga, big nigga. I'm like 16, 17 years old. Big nigga snatched me off the bike and punched me in my chest and said, nigga, he said, I'm sitting here calling for the bike. Now, mind you, it was like once he hit me, I was like, I couldn't do shit. And I didn't want to go tell my big homies and shit. And like, yo, this nigga hit me and shit. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, but I couldn't fight him because I would have lost. I was like, I had to weigh it out. So I was like, all right, whatever, bro. But then in that moment, I said, I'll kill this nigga right now. I'm going to get back to the main story, but I got to tell this part. It's just flowing. Just fuck with me. But I said, I'll kill this nigga right now, bro. So I just went to my backyard and I started lifting weights, bro. And like, I pumped the weight like twice. And then I started crying. I said, I will really kill this nigga, bro. And that's all I could think about was killing this nigga, bro. So I'm walking. And as I'm walking, it's like he come back on the bike. And then he told me, yo, my cousin told me that he let you ride the bike and shit. And it was like, he said, I'm sorry, man. I ain't mean to hit you like that. I said, nah, you meant, he said, nah, I'm sorry, bro. I apologize. I shouldn't have hit you. And then I just ain't saying, he was like, well, fuck it then, nigga. I apologize, nigga. It is what it is. You could be mad. But he apologized still. You feel me? Big homies ain't gonna do no shit like that. Cause like, nigga, I told you to bring me the motherfucking bike shit. All right, whatever. So I'm like, all right, bet. But the whole time I'm thinking, yo, if I had a gun, I would have killed that nigga, bro. Cause I couldn't fight him. I knew I would have lost if I would have fought him. Straight up. You feel me? But at the same time, I knew I wasn't willing to kill nobody. I knew I really wasn't I ain't gonna say I wasn't wanting to kill somebody. And I knew that if the opportunity presented itself, I would. So I said, I don't even want to get a gun to put myself in that situation. Because had that have gone through and I said, yeah, nigga, give me a pistol. What I would have did instead of going home to lift weights, I would have went home to get the strap and I would have shot that nigga, bro. I would have shot him because he shouldn't have hit me. Now, mind you, I'm 16 years old. My frontal lobe ain't developed. I'm not thinking about the future. This shit's ending my life and no shit like that. I'm just thinking, yo, this nigga punched me, yo. He'll never hit me again. Now, granted, I know I said I started crying because the shit hurt. The fuck? He was a big ass nigga, bro. When I say a big ass nigga, he was a big ass nigga, bro. It ain't no play shit. That nigga hit me. But it's like, when I look back in hindsight, it's like, yo, he could have punched me in the mouth. He could have punched me in the eye. He punched me in the chest. It was on some little nigga, I fucks with you, but you did some stupid shit. But then he found out that you know what I'm saying? So he was like, yeah, nigga, because I fuck with you, that's why I hit you in your chest. You feel me? I could have punched you in your fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? But it's little shit like that on the development. Like, niggas don't be paying attention like hood shit. Niggas, like, no, nigga, there's DPs, nigga, shit. Like, there's shit that goes through like that. You feel what I'm saying? When you little homie, big homie type shit. You feel me? So, for that reason, that was one of the reasons why I was like, I'm glad I don't have a gun. But because of that, I'm like, I don't need a gun. Because I thought I would kill a nigga, bro. Especially a nigga bigger than me. You feel what I'm saying? I fought a lot, but then it got to a point where it's like niggas was jumping at that point. So it's like, I get it. I get the little niggas now where they got like, nigga, I'm upping this shit on you, bro. Because I know you ain't gonna shoot me the fair one because niggas don't know how to shoot the fair one no more. We're the I'm literally a part of the last generation who's shooting fair ones, nigga. Niggas getting stomped out in the club because it's a bunch of bitch niggas that's out there. And it's like, you be thinking that it's a lot of real niggas that are really gangsters and shit. Like, no, a lot of them niggas is scary. And they not gonna pop off unless they people around. So now it looks like you really with some gangsters because you getting stomped out by 15, 16 motherfuckers and shit. But only like 2 of them niggas is really want to fight. And those are the 2 niggas that will take on whatever. But then you have the only niggas that will only fight when shit pop off. Now let's bring it back. So me and my niggas, we didn't play that shit. It won't know. We sparred a lot. Like summertime, we put the boxing gloves on and we would scrap with each other. You feel what I'm saying? And then we had to talk to little homies and shit. It's transgenerational shit. We talked to little homies, you ain't gonna be no bitch because the big homies won't let us be no bitch. You feel me? You were a reflection of us, little nigga. If you out by yourself and shit, niggas be like, yo, we stomped out on your mans and shit because this, that, and the third, right? So it was a 3 compadres. We was always together. You feel me? And we was on some shit like, yo, we'll fight niggas, bro. It is what it is. Like, one of the little homies and shit, at the time he was a little homie, but now he's a peer and shit because we ain't but 2, 3 years apart. But it's like, at the time he was a little homie and shit. So it's like, we at the mall one day and he see his little cousin and 2 other girls with some dudes that are our age and shit. Now, his little cousin was a kid. Now, granted, the girls that he was there were our age as well, and it's like, why y'all got shit? He like, yo, why you around these niggas and shit? And I'm just like, he's talking to his little cousin. Everybody else need to mind their motherfucking business. That's how I feel. So then the niggas that's there is like, nigga, what you wildin'? I say, yo, nigga, this ain't got, y'all need to chill the fuck out. That's his little cousin, bro. He got every right to say whatever he gonna say. Like, that's his, like, it's like his first cousin. Like, they grew up around each other. So much so that I know her too. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what I mean? So the niggas started getting crazy and shit. So I was like, y'all niggas come outside. We was at the mall and shit. Y'all pussy niggas come outside. So we come outside and we like, so what y'all niggas want to do? We about to fight in the mall. Dumbass shit. You feel what I'm saying? But them niggas ain't want to do shit. Nah, man, no, it ain't no nah, man. I'm just saying, like, I hate that shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, don't be in a space where you all gung-ho until you, don't growl at the dog until you see the, don't growl, then fucking backpedal when you see the teeth. Bitch, you was growling, nigga. I'm telling you to calm the fuck down and chill out, nigga. Now you want to growl. All right, nigga, let's play. If that's how you want to do it, let's play. But ain't shit pop off. But now, I use that homie because we always rock together. Good, bad, or ugly, I got your motherfucking back. Good, bad, or ugly, I'm gonna fuck with you. You feel me? I'm gonna tell you about yourself later if it's some fucked up shit, but good, bad, and ugly in the fucking moment, you my motherfucking nigga, bro. Now, how does this tie to pranks? Cause this little nigga got a BB gun. He got a BB gun. Now, mind you, we thought these niggas, they were MS-13, whatever, they had red bandanas, whatever the case may be. I've always been Crip affiliated. You feel me? I've always been Crip affiliated. Like, there's no ifs, ands, and maybes about the shit. Like, I never got put down, but everybody that I fucked with within my immediate circle was Crippin'. Crippin' or in some way, shape, or form are affiliated with Crips. So I don't know how it is everywhere else, but I know where I'm from in North Carolina, the Crips and the folk were pretty much operable. Like, they fuck with each other. You fuck with Crip, you fuck with folk, you fuck with folk, you fuck with Crip. It is what it is. So that's my circle, Crip and folk. But I'm mainly Crip affiliated. Now, it's crazy because the little homie that I'm talking about, he ended up becoming the blood. My other homie, he ended up becoming the blood. But in the time, we was all Crip affiliated. You feel what I'm saying? At least I was. So now, granted, I knew that they were blood affiliated. I knew that at least the little homie was blood affiliated because when he would go to his, I guess his other people's, other homies' cribs and shit like that, it was always, he had a little cousin that was blood or whatever the case may be. And then they were all blooded. We had no beef. We ain't get no problems because it was respect. We still had a mutual respect for each other. You feel what I'm saying? And this little homie, he had not got put down yet. He wasn't blood yet or whatever the case may be. I never got put down. I wasn't Crip. Again, just Crip affiliated. When I went to high school, my freshman year, you know, because we was Crip, because I was Crip affiliated, the niggas that I was beefing with from 8th grade literally started gangbanging blood just because it was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I don't bang though. I'm just Crip affiliated. And so when I went to school, I was by myself. Because I just started beefing with the niggas that I was cool with in middle school. And now I'm in high school, dolo. But my brother, he told the little homies, he's like, now my brother want a Crip or a folk. He want a folk or a Crip. He was gangster, but he wasn't. I ain't gonna say too much outside of that. But my brother told the little homies and shit. He said, hey, look, now it's crazy to tell, like, because they my big homies, but they my brother little homies. You feel what I'm saying? Because me and my brother, we that far apart. So he said, hey, look, don't let nobody fuck with my little brother while he at school. They were like, yo, who your brother, nigga? And he told him and shit. So I'm like, it fuck with me because it's like, it made me look like a bitch that niggas is stepping in for me and shit. It's like, nah, it's different. Them niggas don't want to get DP by the nigga that's going to DP you. And it's like, okay, I feel you. I'm like, but that's my brother though. So it's like, nigga, I live with the nigga. I know he ain't with you. But he's different. You feel what I'm saying? He's different. So I'm in school and the niggas is like, you know, I don't even know they watching like that. Like, but don't nobody fuck with me. And I be like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas want to pop shit. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck y'all want to do? But then our homies be like, yo, chill, right? When they say chill, I'm like, nigga, I want to fight, nigga. It's like, you good? I'm good. You feel me? Always Crip affiliate. So by this logic, this is what I'm saying. So we walking one day, me and my homies and shit, we just walking. And dude pull up. Now this dude pull up in the van. Now, mind you, I'm thinking they MS-13 or whatever the case may be. We find out later, but we think they blood. You feel me? So I don't know that my homies is contemplating banging blood or whatever the case may be, but we're not even looking at that. Dude's Hispanic. You know, this is what I hear like, the black and brown people got to unite. Nigga, I don't know what the fuck black and brown people y'all niggas got going on, but I know the relationship between black and brown people, and it ain't all that. You feel what I'm saying? And he pulled up and was like, yo, what y'all bang? Now, granted, I'm in North Carolina at the time, but I grew up in California. So there's codes and streets that I learned when I was a young, before I was even 9 years old. If a nigga asked you what you bang, nigga, Y'all heard fucking Good Kid, Mad City? I'm gonna ask you one more time, homie. Where's you from? Hey, he over here for Shireen, nigga. They won't ask him if he was over there for Shireen and shit. But it's like the dude that pulled up on us, I had a class with his sister. And his sister used to always throw up bees and shit and all of that shit. This is why I thought there was blood in. But she used to always throw up bees and shit. And I'm like, yo, put that. If you a blood homie, you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking as I was when I was a kid. Again, affiliation, not initiation. You feel what I'm saying? So, and I don't know bitch shit, but this is just, the mature side of me. So she'll throw up them bees and shit. I'll be like, yo, put that dead shit down. You feel me? That's disrespectful. You can't say no shit like that. You can't say no shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? But when you don't give a fuck because you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, it is what it is. But now I'm like, yo, you playing, girl. Like, stop doing that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I guess she told her brother that we bang or that I bang or whatever the case may be. Because I'm affiliated. Like, it's like, I look at it like this. You feel me? If my cousin got a problem, I got a problem with you. Now, me and my cousin ain't siblings, but we cousins. You see what I'm saying? Like, the line is right there. I don't have to be, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not down, but I'm affiliated. So if the people that you know what I mean? So I tell Shorty in class, yo, put that dead shit down. Or whatever it can be. She said, oh, what you, I said, nah, I ain't a crip, but I'm just saying, like, you ain't the blood either, though. So it's like, stop doing that shit. Like, you're not even real. And then she had a bandana out and shit. Like, all right, calm down. So I guess she tells her brother, right? I guess he her big brother and shit like that. So, that's the nigga that when we riding through, he say, yo, what y'all bang? Now, where I'm from, I'm like, all right, keep it pushing. If y'all gonna hop out and do something, then you'll hop out and do something. But other than not, we gonna keep walking. So I'm like, yo, y'all keep walking. So my other two homies, hot-headed niggas, like, I'm the oldest, but at the same time, we ain't that far apart. You know what I'm saying? So one of my other, nigga, what the fuck you bang, nigga? What the fuck he all up in the car and shit? And my other nigga like, nigga, what y'all saying and shit? And that niggas, we on that red. So again, I'm thinking it's blood shit. I don't know. But I'm like, shoot that nigga. I ain't had no gun though. Cause I'm like, you don't ride up on somebody like that. Like, you don't just ride up on somebody, yo, what y'all, basically nigga said, what set you claiming? But it's like, nigga, you riding through our neighborhood. You don't even live out here. What the fuck you mean where you from, nigga? Don't come out here talking about where you from, nigga. We'll fuck you up. But you in the car. So it's like, yo, I'm like, yo, y'all don't ever do no shit like that again. They was like, nah, nigga, he a bitch. He ain't gonna do that. I said, but still, y'all don't know what that nigga had in the car. I said, he rode up on us and that's what we bang. I said, you know what I'm saying? Like, we walking, nigga. We pedestrians right now. He's in a car. He can shoot and he can do what he got to do. They're like, you right, Ray, man. You right. I shouldn't, whatever. So because that nigga did that shit, my little homie, one of the other ones that was up in the car, whatever case, he had a BB gun. And dude, they had this one nigga that would always walk around the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I forget his name, but I wouldn't say his name either way. But he always walk around the neighborhood, and we knew that he was connected to him. But we didn't fuck with him on no shit like we ran up. We was crazy. We didn't play with him. So my homie ran up on him with a BB gun and said, hey, yo, tell your mans that when I see him, this what it is. With a BB gun, my nigga. Now, granted, fast forward to today, social media, all that shit. It's a prank. It's a prank. I could say it was a prank, but real shit. I could say it was a prank, but I think my homie was serious. Like, he meant that shit when he said that shit. Like, yo, tell him what it is. Even if it is with a BB gun, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Nigga, you tell this nigga that this what it is. Nigga, you're 14 fucking years old. 14, 15 years old. Nigga, don't say no shit like that. Nigga, it is what it is. Because prior to that, prior to that, we started a gang. We started a gang called the Aces and shit. We wore gray bandanas and shit. And the little niggas was like, they was going to school banging it. And I was at school banging it. And it was just us three. We the only three and shit, right? So them two niggas was together though. I was by myself, so I went to school with my flag out. And again, because it was Crip affiliated, I wore it on the left side. So I told them when we started this shit, I said, we banging off the left side. I don't know what y'all niggas think it's gonna be. They were like, cool, we banging off the left, so we banged it off the left side. And so they went to school. Now, mind you, they're in the 8th grade. I'm in the 10th when I do this. 10th or 11th, maybe. Not the 10th, because when I was in 11th, that's when they got it. So I'm in the 10th grade, and I'm, wearing my gray flag or whatever the case may be. And there was a blood nigga that approached me and shit. He was like, yo, what's that? I'm like, nigga, I'm an ace, bro. And it's like, cause my logic was you got B's, C's, you need an A, nigga. Fuck. Fuck. So we wore gray bandanas and shit, whatever. So he approached me and he was like, yo, we need to make that shit official. I'll be down. Well, you willing to put your blood flag down and put my ace flag up? I said, I'm in too deep. I said, I can't do this shit. Like, no, nigga. Because if I do this shit, you're not, like, you bang blood, nigga, you'll be Crip affiliated. They'll kill you, and then now we got to deal with some off-the-wall shit. But mind you, we in high school, so I'm thinking about it from a Californian's perspective, where I grew up. These niggas thinking about it like some recreational shit. You feel me? I've seen niggas do wild shit in school and get away with it. Like, I seen a blood nigga snatch a Crip nigga flag out and step on it. And it's like, the niggas just went their separate ways. Nah, nigga, you supposed to die, bro. Like, I'm sorry. That's why I was like, I can't gangbang for real. Because I want my freedom. You feel me? But then I started my own gang. I know it's ironic. But it was like, it was just a click at first. It wasn't supposed to start growing. But when it started growing, and I started seeing like big homies wearing my flag, I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. Because it scared me because I'm like, I got too much power. I got way too much power. And I know it's like, well, scene, what the fuck is you talking about? What does it got to do with prank? I'm getting to the point. I got to set the scene because all this makes sense. So these niggas is banging the flag in middle school. And one of the middle schoolers and shit on the bus, he motherfucking like throw aces down and shit and say, yo, fuck aces. So I'm about to go to this nigga crib. Cause like he lived down the street. So I was like, don't disrespect my shit. So I said, I can't let him get away with it. So I met down by his, cause I was gonna see him. And this nigga was shook. But then he got off the bus and was like, yo, fuck it, we can fight. I was like, whatever. So his cousin was there. I didn't see his cousin creeping up behind me. That's why he got all gung-ho and shit. But then my cousin came around the corner and looked at him and it's like, yo, nigga, what the fuck going on? Cause nigga was gonna sneak me. Now granted, mind you, this nigga, now these are kids, you know what I'm saying? When I say we kids, like I'm in high school or whatever. This nigga's in middle school, so he's like 8th grade, I'm 10th grade. But it's like, the nigga that was gonna sneak me was like 27, 28 at the time. You feel me? And I didn't even know it. So my cousin, who's like 27, 28 at the time, he's like, hey, what the fuck going on? I said, nah, this nigga said he wanted to see me. He said, man, bring your ass in the house. I said, nigga, don't be holding me out here, nigga. Fuck. Well, he was like, yo, bring your ass in the house. But he seen the bull that was going, seen dude trying to sneak up on me. And when dude seen my cousin walking up, he stopped because he knew what the fuck it was. So I'm looking at, like, I'm from a cloth of real niggas, bro. And I hate to, and it's not on some glorifying the type shit, but I am. So it's like, you see how like shit like that happens where the nigga's like, yo, man, bring your ass in the house. And he's saying that shit to me like, nigga, you ain't like that, nigga. And it's not like he's sonning me and shit, but he know his little cousin. He know me and he like, man, come in the fucking house. Out here wilding and shit. You feel me? That's basically how he said it. But then when he seen the other dude seen my cousin and stopped. That sneaking me shit stopped. He wasn't like, but why would you gonna sneak a kid? You feel me? But to see another motherfucker in that president stopping your tracks, let me know what was up. So the reason why I said that, because it was like, now, when we fast forward to this shit, we are connected under this, because we all jumped each other in for real, under this A shit. So it's like, outside of the A shit, if it wasn't even bandanas, like, these are my niggas, bro. Like, we family. Like, I sleep at their house, they sleep at my house, we ate at each other's house, like, they my brothers, too. So, when a nigga walk up on the bull and say, yo, when you see your mans, tell him this what it is. We gotta stick with that nigga, bro. You feel me? There was no, it's a prank. There was no, it is what it is. Like, there was no camera in it. Like, there was none of that shit. So, we chilling. We not thinking nothing of it at first. And then we see the car ride by. And when we see the car ride by, no, I think the dude made a call or something. He said, all right, I tell him. It's like, shit, okay. So then we see the car circling through. Like, the first time it rolled through, we didn't think nothing of it, right? We just walking and shit, and we're walking, and I ain't trying to sound like Desi Banks shit, but we're walking from apartments and shit, right, to where we was at. So there's like 2 different neighborhoods. So we walking from the apartments to where we was at, and then as we cutting through, we see the car ride by. So we not thinking nothing of it at first till we see the brake lights, and the motherfucker slow down. And we like, oh shit, he really told him. So we cut off. And then when we cut off, we take a shortcut back, that we know through. So we're not really thinking much of it because we like, all right, maybe it ain't what it is. this nigga knew where we was gonna be at somehow. Because we took the back way. Like when I say we had to cut through the woods and shit, like we came through the back way to get to where we had to get to a safe spot where we were supposed to be. So we sitting there and the bull circled through the first time he ride through. Like we see him, I don't think he know where we at, but he know where we hang. So he's riding through where we hang at. And he circled like 4 or 5 times. So we had one shotgun with one slug. Right? So one of my brother homies and shit, he had a brother. And he came through and shit. He had a shotgun in the back. He ain't had no slugs. Nigga said, let me run to Walmart real quick. Okay, nigga, you don't need no receipts right now. If you going, but he like, yo, we got beef. So he like, yeah, little niggas ain't got beef. He said, nah, bro, they circling around trying to, they about to shoot us. It won't even, they trying to shoot us. Say, nigga, they about to shoot us and shit. Cause it's like, well, what the fuck happened? It's like, this nigga here said he got a BB gun. This what it is. We trying to explain to him. All that shit was out the window. He like, yo, we got one slug. How the fuck we getting home? It was a prank. But it's like, how the fuck we getting home? So we sitting on a little green box and shit. We watched this nigga circle through 4 times. So we got the one slug in the shotgun. We got the BB gun full of, we got the BB gun with the CO2 and the BBs and the shit. So I'm like, all right, look, this is what we gonna do. I broke it down age-wise. So I was like, look, this is what we gonna do. I was like, I'm talking to breaking it down in orders of tiers because I'm like, yo, I live my life. I'm like 16, 17 years old. I'm talking about, yo, I done live my life, nigga. Y'all still go on. So this is what we gonna do. My younger homie, I said, look, we're gonna walk to the motherfucking corner, right? If we see him, you take off running. You just run. Go the fuck home. Get there. What's gonna happen? I was like, when they stop, I was like, look, I'm gonna shoot the BB gun into the car, right? No. I told my home, I said, look, you shoot the shotgun to throw him off, right? And then you run. So y'all 2 out. Then I'm gonna shoot the BB gun in there and in the car. And once it's empty, then I'm gonna run. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, we shouldn't have to do that. We shouldn't have to do that. Like my homie's like, this was the first time we ever like said this shit verbally out loud. Now it's crazy because like we said this shit and then the next couple of days afterwards we got out of the shit, nigga, we roasted each other for shit. Yeah, nigga, you was scared, nigga. Talking about, oh man, I'm trembling. Oh shit, that was hilarious as fuck. Because in the moment and shit, my nigga like, yo, bro, he said, yo, Ray, I'm shaking. I said, nigga, me too, man. I'm scared as fuck. I'm scared as fuck. Like, these niggas they not playing, bro. I said, he rode through too many times, like, he know where we at. Not only do he know where we at, he know what he's coming to get us for, bro. And it's like, yo, I was like, yo, I'm nervous, bro. I said, we might not make it home. So I was like, nigga, the youngest thing, I'm like, yo, just as long as you get home, bro. That's what I care about. I said, and told my home, I said, as long as you get home. And like, I said, look, I'll get there. I'm gonna be all right. We gonna get out of this shit. But we scared as fuck. Can't admit it. Nigga, this is trauma that we like. This is PTSD right now that we absorbing in this moment together. You feel what I'm saying? Then we come back the next day and shit. Thought, nigga, you was a bitch. Nigga, thought they gonna shake it. So look, how we ended up getting back, how we ended up getting home and shit was because I was like, look, man, I don't know what to do, bro. I was like, look, bro, we too young to die, bro. So I was like, I gotta make that call. They was like, nah, man, cause then it's gonna look like we. I said, man, fuck that. I don't care if I look like a bitch, bro. At this point, I don't want to die, bro. I'm not about to die. So I text, like my brother's phone ain't had no motherfucking service or whatever. But I knew my brother and his girl were at my mama house. So I couldn't call my mama house and be like, yo, cause me and my brother, we didn't really talk like that outside of that. So, but we did have we was cool. But to call him and be like, yo, this, that, third, he's 0 to 100. He's 0 to 100 real quick. It ain't no play shit with him. It ain't no, it's it. You know how if you watch Power, when Ghost be in his moments where he be all cool and then he go into that, my brother do that. It's weird. It's scary. But it's not scary because he's my brother and it's like I've always seen it. But it's like from the outside looking in, knowing that the only thing that kept me from getting it the worst like that was because I was his brother. You feel me? Me and my brother fought a couple times and shit. Like I tell the story about when I tried him when I was 15. And that nigga he just picked me up and it's like, I'm really fighting this nigga with everything in me. He just picked me up, slammed me and kissed me on my forehead. He did it 4 times, nigga. I'm like, and then he said, the nigga say, oh, you serious? Nigga, you not? Oh, all right, man, I'm good. I'm good, bro. I don't want this smoke. Like, you was playing with me this whole time? He was like, nigga, you was serious? Like, yes, nigga, degrees of separation are there, nigga. I'm trying. You're not. What the fuck? I don't want this. I don't want this problem. So it's like, I had to text his girl, and like her phone barely had service. So it's like, she will always have to put her phone by the window. So it'd be like somebody would text her, and then it'd be like, it'll go off like 30 minutes later. So I'm like, fuck. I'm like, y'all, we gonna sit here for a minute. Because I can't call the house. Because if I call the house and, you know, my mama answered and I just can't, you know, and then because I know his face and all of this shit's gonna change. So I texted her, I was like, look, I said, tell my brother to come outside and call me, right? ASAP. And I said ASAP because, nigga, you feel me? So he stepped outside and then he called me. I'm like, look, man, buddy got into some shit with these niggas and they circle around the hood. They won't let us go home. They won't let us get home. And he said, I'm on the way. And hung up. And he pulled up, his girl came, he hopped out of the car, said, I love my brother to life, bro. He snatched the shotgun from my come home. He said, yo, give me this shit. He said, y'all get in the car, go home. So I'm like, all right, y'all, let's get in the car. She took us home. And I was like, I ain't telling my mama. Because it's like, the fuck? Like, you don't tell nobody no shit like that. Because my mama would have put me on punishment and said I can't go back outside. Like, nigga, nah, I ain't no bitch. I ain't gonna tell no shit. I should have told my mama. But nah, it was what it was. So, fast forward, me and the little homie and shit, we go to the mall with my brother. And we see them niggas. We see the niggas, like, we see the nigga that pulled up on us in the car. It's like, what y'all bang? And we know that we had already sent the message to him and said, tell him this is what it is. So we like, nigga, it's on site. That's how we looked at it. So we seen him. He like, yo, there go your mans. I was like, nigga, hey, it is what it is. My brother's like, y'all good. I said, nigga, who the fuck is you, nigga? Knowing who the fuck he really is, that's why I called him. But again, we just got into some shit and we laughed at each other on your scary ass. Nigga, oh, I'm trembling. You remember, if you watch Malibu's Most Wanted, right? One of my homies used to quote that shit all the time. So he said, we can't, they too strapped. Like, he would use that voice whenever he would say that shit. He was like, oh, I'm trembling. Oh, it was like, nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. We can still fight right now. But it was funny in hindsight after we got out of the shit. So we get there and shit. And I'm like, nigga, who the fuck is you? He said, y'all good. So we get out and we walking through and it's like a good 5, 6 of them. And they just standing there. And then my brother say, what up? And I say, these niggas parted like the Red Sea. No pun intended, because, you know, they was on red flags and shit. This nigga parted like the Red Sea and let us walk through. And me and my nigga, we looking like, yo, nigga, how many? It's like 6 of them. I'm like, nigga, I'm taking 3. I'm like, yo, I know my brother can knock out a good 4 of them. And it's just, I'm like, yo, my brother knock out 4 of them and shit. It's really just a one-on-one between, you know, them 2 and us 2. But whatever my brother did in that point, that got us home, that squashed that shit, it was done. Because when we walked through, these niggas just moved and put their head down. He said, I told y'all good. I was like, nigga, you ain't nobody. But in my head, I said, nigga, what the fuck is you, bro? I say, yo, what the fuck are you, bro? Like, what are you doing out here? And I know nothing about it because this is what you're doing. And all of that was to say, because it was just a prank. Hey, bro, for real, though, at some point, we got to stop talking to women about masculinity and start talking to each other about it. And I mean really talk to each other. Not as enablers and co-signers, but as men trying to reach the pinnacle of our essence. And that's what the So Frail series does. So Frail 1 is the definition. So Frail 2 is the acknowledgement. And So Frail 3 is the resolution. If you rock with the So Frail conversations, I can guarantee you will rock with the So Frail series of books. So visit IamJustSaying.com right now so you can add the series to your library. I promise you will never look at masculinity the same again, and you're going to stop wasting your time arguing with women about it. This is a conversation that men need to have between men, and it's time we start having this conversation now. We were just letting that nigga know we ain't no bitches, but we ain't know that he was going to let his niggas know that we threatened him with a BB gun. Because it didn't get back as a BB gun. It got back as a real gun. Like, nigga, you going to shoot me for real? Okay. Now, mind you, it's the same nigga that pulled up on us. Like, yo, what y'all bang? So I'm like, oh, this shit for real. This shit for real. And this is why it's not me wagging my finger. And this is the point that I was making and why I told that whole story and all of the side parts in between it. Because now when you go and you talk to the little homies and you be like, hey, bruh, this ain't the way to do this shit. Nigga, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Nigga, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, Sharif. No, nigga, I've experienced that shit. I seen what the fuck happened. I seen what the fucking happened. Because everybody ain't, them niggas wasn't playing with us. Everybody wasn't playing with us. You know what I'm saying? To the little homie and shit that was on the bus disrespecting the shit that I had set up and shit. And I had to go see him. Because I'm like, I can't let you play with it. Because now if you play with it, now you play with me. And then now niggas think that I'm pussy out this motherfucker. And it's like, that's not gonna happen. So now I gotta go beat up a 12-year-old. Now mind you, I'm like 15. I'm like 15, so he had to be like 13 or 14 maybe because he was in 8th grade. Now I gotta go beat up a kid. You feel me? I don't want to do that shit. Now, granted, he ain't really a kid, because nigga, you were just in middle school 2 years before that. I don't give a fuck. When I was in 8th grade, he was in the 6th. But that's beside the fact. I got to go beat up a kid, nigga. I'm in high school now. The fuck is you talking about? You feel me? I lived a different life. He's still in middle school and shit, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? You don't go to lunch by yourself. Nigga still in the line and shit going to lunch. Nigga, the fuck are you talking about? But you feel me? I got to go fuck a little kid up, because it's like, I'm not playing with him. And he thinks it's a prank. I'm just playing, nigga. I wasn't that serious and shit. Now, the domino effects are almost about to happen. If my cousin wasn't there and he would have stuck me, it would have been bad for him. It would have been bad for him. Because now I would have took that. But then now I have to go get the big homies and say, yo, this nigga snuck me because I'm trying to fight this little nigga. You feel me? Now, granted, we're 2 years apart. But I'm fighting this little nigga, and this big grown nigga, he sneak me. Now my nigga's gonna stomp him the fuck out. Probably do worse. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't playing. And the residual effects of when everybody ain't playing is some shit that compounds that you might not really want to deal with. You feel what I'm saying? So when I'm coming off saying to the little homies and shit, hey, yo, bro, stop that shit, bro. That's a prank shit. Everybody ain't playing with you, bro. I've been on both sides of it. I've been on the motherfucker who wasn't playing and had to go see about a motherfucker and shit. But then I've been on a motherfucker who was doing the playing. At any given moment, we could have stopped my homie and said, nah, don't go do that shit. Cause the nigga like, yo, watch this. Nah, chill, bro. Don't do no shit. Nah, nigga, watch this, nigga. I'm gonna show this nigga. Yo, we ain't no bitches and shit, nigga. Nigga, you got a fucking BB gun. Like, that's how we talk to this nigga. You got a fucking BB gun. You ain't gonna do shit. And he went and did something. He ain't shoot nobody with the BB gun, but flash it on him and say, yo, when you see your mans, tell him this what it is. I said, why you say that shit? He said, cuz them niggas pussy and they ain't gonna do shit. Turns out them niggas want pussy and they did shit. And it ain't to say we pussy, because nigga, we was, nigga, I'm trembling. But nigga, we was scared. We was scared as fuck. Because at the same time, it's like, were they scared as well too? Because now the communication barrier is there. At this point, we in a space where it's in survival mode. Nigga, you threaten our lives. So now we threatening your life. And now it's like, we don't know if you serious or not. We don't know if you serious or not, but we got to take it for what it is. Fast forward. This is why when I was in college, I had a girlfriend, and this was our first breakup. And this dude commented on her post, and he said, he did gun cop. He said, click, click, I want him dead. And she laughed it off, talking about, now mind you, we broke up and shit, but it's like, nigga, it's fresh. We broke up yesterday, nigga. Fuck is you doing? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, this nigga, he say, click, click, I want him dead. So I'm seeing how she's going to handle it. She laughs it off, talking about, it is what it is. Now, mind you, our worlds are different. She come from a 2-parent, affluent, like, she lived in, what Ali Sadiq say, she upper crust. You feel me? She lived in a 2-parent household environment outside of the war zones, outside of that shit. Like, when I went to her crib, I'm like, how you end up with a hood nigga, bro, like me? Why do you want to be in the hood? This nigga gonna tell me after we broke up the final time and she cheated, she said, I just wanted hood love. Nigga, you think this is a costume that we wear? Nigga, this shit ain't fun. This shit ain't play. This ain't like this. Like, niggas from the outside, I don't know why y'all like this shit. We hate it. We're trying to get out. Why are you trying to get in? You feel me? So I said that because when the dude said that shit, he was like, click, click, I want him dead. So she laughed it out, talking about, I don't want him dead. I just want him back. I'm seeing how she gonna correct it. She don't. So I was like, all right, well. And I commented on it. I said, yo, well, whenever you see me, make sure you leave me there. And she like, oh, no, nope. She deleted the message or whatever the case may be. She was like, he apologized with it. And I said, I didn't see it. No. I seen him apologize. I didn't see it. You feel me? I said, I let him know. I said, when you see me, make sure you leave me there, pussy. Did I say pussy? I know I said, when you see me, make sure you leave me there. I want to say I said pussy, but then again, I didn't. No. I was going to say pussy, but I didn't because I ain't about to be crying over no bitch, nigga. But at the same time, you threaten my life, nigga. It is what it is. You feel me? So I was like, all right, well, whenever you see me, make sure you leave me there. You feel me? And it's like, nigga, are you, like, I was just joking. Everybody ain't playing with you, bro. I get it. The social media shit protects y'all niggas, bro. It makes y'all feel like y'all could be tougher than you really are because a nigga can't touch you, but you went to college, you went to high school with her. So, nigga, I know that you from that city. I'll find you, nigga. I'll find you next time I go to her house. I will find you, nigga. I said, make sure. And I said, whenever you see me, make sure you leave me there or you're getting left. I meant that shit with every bit of my heart. And so she deletes it and shit. Said he was just playing. I said, he ain't apologized to me. He did, but I deleted it because it was too much. It's like, he said he was just playing. I said, I don't play like that. And I don't play like that. And I said, just let him know. Whenever he see me, make sure he leave me there. And that was the first time she was like, oh, you, I thought you, I was like, look, I left this shit alone, bro. But this nigga say he gonna leave me there. Make sure he leave me there. That's it. If he did the click, clack, gun shit, I'm gonna show you what it really sound like. I said, I'm gonna fuck him up. Cause everybody ain't fucking playing with you, bro. Everybody ain't playing. He thought a nigga was playing. Now, granted, I ain't run up on him. Because again, it was supposed to be deaded. You feel me? And I ain't never hear about that shit again or whatever the case may be. And I wasn't on Facebook or some shit. And I don't know the nigga. That was her friend. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you niggas from this area and shit, like you upper crust niggas don't know that we don't be playing with y'all. I get it. You may be able to fight. You may have had your little tussles. We had to survive, nigga. It's different. It's different. Our fights weren't disagreements where we can go and our parents will talk and we like, no, nigga, we beefing for the rest of the summer, nigga. We beefing for the rest of the summer, nigga. We could have been best friends. Like, it's different. So I was like, nigga, make sure you leave me there. But he was just joking. It wasn't. Everybody ain't playing like that. Like, this nigga don't even know me. And look at it, it's a threat. And I'm like, you laughed at it? You laughed like that shit was funny? Now, I should have took that shit a little bit more seriously. You feel me? Because when I'm looking at that, fast forward, when she cheated, whatever the case may be, the dude that she supposedly would say he's going to kill me. I said, yo, you want to do this again? Like, I don't know if you think I'm a bitch or something. I don't know if you just want to test my gangster and see if it's going to come the fuck out. But you really want to do this? You feel me? She tried to flex and shit like that. Because you seen me in college for 3 years. My freshman year, sophomore year, and junior year. You see me in college in a controlled environment for 3 years. You've never seen me home. Like, you've never seen the niggas that I grew up with. You never seen why I decided, like, I could have stayed in the hood. I could have did all of that shit, but I'm like, no, fuck no. I have to do more. There's more in me. But now, you in a situation where you tell a motherfucker, yeah, it's go. He said he was gonna kill you. Now this nigga know everywhere. He know everything I do. You feel me? Because of her. He know what I look like because of her. He know why. He know where I reside because of her. And I don't know nothing about this nigga because of her. So I'm like, at any given moment, I stayed on an open campus. My college was on an open campus, nigga. At any given moment, he could have ran up on me. And I don't know who the fuck this is. So, you know what my senior year is like? It's fucked up. It's fucked up because I'm walking through this motherfucker, new faces. These are freshmen. Now, granted, remember I told you I was Mr. Honors Hall? Well, I don't know if I told y'all. And I probably did at some point in this podcast if you hear. But if you're just new to this episode, I was Mr. Honors Hall at the time, and in my sophomore year. So I had been active on campus. I've done a lot of work and shit. So by my senior year, I'm that nigga, bro. Like, motherfuckers know me. I'm ambassador on campus. They're calling me to do this with this orientation, this, that, and the third. So the motherfucker, right? It's new freshmen that's coming in, asking like simple shit. They're like, hey, bro. The fuck you mean, hey, bro? Hey, who the fuck is you? Damn, my bad. I just want to know where the Butler building at, bro. Oh, shit. My bad. My bad. You a student, nigga. Okay, my bad. It's over here and this, that, and that. put the shit back on. But it's like, now it's getting dangerous for me. Because now it's like, if this motherfucker do something and I'm with my homies, it's unforgivable, bro. She's going to get it. She's going to feel it, because it's like, now, not only did you put me in danger, that's one thing. I can defend myself. I can fend for myself. But now I don't know when my homies are going to be in danger too. And these motherfuckers ain't got shit to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I eat lunch with them every day. I eat dinner with them every day. Like, I'm at their apartments. They in my dorm room. Like, we always together. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because the apartments in the school, like, there was off-campus apartments that you could walk to or whatever. So it'll be like, I will always walk my homies to their rooms and shit, to their apartments and shit, because they women. You feel me? I'm walking them by themselves and shit. It's like, all right, cool. End of the night. But then it got to a point where I was like, yo, I want to get this shit over with. If this nigga's really gonna kill me, I want to get it over with. So I was walking outside every night in all black. I had this one woman that I started talking to. It fucked up because it was rebound. It was rebound type shit. I knew it, and I really liked her, but I didn't want to cross that line, but I did. And she would always say, like, just be careful. She was like, why do you always have to? I said, it's something I got to handle. I was like, she's like, just be careful, please. I'm like, I will. I'm good. But I always went out all black. And they used to laugh because it's like, we be in the lobby and shit, and we be talking. They be like, why you always going out with all black and shit? Ain't you scared that somebody's going to rob you or somebody going to do something to me? I said, no. They like, why? I said, because I look like the niggas that's going to do the robbing and do the stealing. The fuck? They like, I never thought about, I know, because you have no situational awareness. You have no fucking street smarts. Why the fuck would I go out looking like a lick? No, I'm going to go out looking like the thief. I'm going to go out looking like the robber. I'm going to go out looking like the killer. Why? Because, nigga, when you see me, you see yourself. And if you plan on killing, you think I'm going to kill too. They're like, that makes so much sense. Nigga, I know. But the nigga never did anything. But the way in which it escalated, because I told her, I recited back her parents' address and her grandparents' address. And I said, you better hope nothing happens to me, because I'm going to make sure you get it last. All that shit stopped. Like the threats and like, she stopped fucking with me, bro. Like, it was cool when you were poking the bear, but it's like, oh, yeah. I said, yo, you better hope I die. I said, you better hope he kill me. You better hope he kill me. Because I'm laying everything flat, and I'm gonna make sure you feel it last. You think you've lived through trauma before? You think the heartbreak was bad? You think all of the other shit that you went to up until that point is bad? Now you got to look at what else you're gonna have to live with after this. I'll do the time. I don't give a fuck, because it's my life or his. But you better hope he kill me. You better hope and pray he kill me, because it will not end good for you. And I meant that. I had already had all the shit planned out. I had already planned out, ready, and everything. All I had to do was happen. So that's why I was going out looking for the shit. Because I'm like, nigga, all right, do what you do. Now, I'm going to leave you there, nigga. I promise you, nigga. I said, well, whoever he is, then make sure. And that's when I really had to start testing the waters and shit. Because, like, when I fast forward, like, little niggas that was coming up to me, freshmen and shit, like, yo, where's this build? Nigga, you know, you almost got put down, homie. Because you can't be walking up on me at night. Like, now, granted, at nighttime, it was different. Like, but it's like, motherfucker, hey, what's up, bro? Like, and it's just being cordial. But don't what's up, baby. Like, don't what's up me, bro. Like, I will leave you right here. I will leave you right here, bro. And I won't feel bad about it. Not because I have no remorse, but because I don't know who you are. That's a dangerous way to live. That's a dangerous way to live. So what happens when a prank collides with some shit like that? What happens when a prank collides with some shit like that? You feel what I'm saying? I don't know if you playing or not. I don't know if you're fucking playing or not, my nigga. I don't know if you're playing or not. And you don't know how many times I've been played with. You don't know how many times I've been played with and whether or not I'm going to continue to allow myself to be played with. Or I'm going to continue to allow to let motherfuckers play with me. You feel what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to scream your way out of it's a prank when a nigga ain't playing with you, bro. You feel what I mean? All the camera shit, it don't mean shit, bro. Because I'm going to take your camera now. I'm going to take all of that shit. And I'm leaving you there. You think this is funny? You think this is a game? No, nigga, I'm leaving you there. And I know it's like we're saying, at one point you was talking about the gold digger prank. I'll get back to that shit later. Those pranks are stupid. But it goes into the respect shit, I feel personally, because it's all tied into that. So you got little niggas in their 20s and shit going up to grown women and they holding their hand and seeing what the men gonna do. Now, a lot of people are looking at it from this perspective, right? Well, that ain't no man because he should have said something. He should have did something. Some niggas don't say shit because they ain't playing. And I know it's like, well, you should at least say something like, no, I will hurt this little nigga, bro. I already see that I will hurt this little nigga, bro. And I can't, and I don't want to fuck with him because I know he a little nigga, bro. And I know he doing shit for whatever it is that he doing it for. So it's like, baby, you say something to him. Now it's like when I crash the fuck out, now it wasn't that serious. You ain't have to do that. You're too violent. You show me your violent side. You know what the fuck I'm sitting on? I'm sitting on a bunch of motherfuckers that been playing with me and I had to eat. This happened to be the motherfucker I wouldn't play with. Now you a little homie. Now you fucked up. You screaming, it's a prank, and it ain't gonna do no good. Now you choked up by the motherfucking chips. You choked up by the motherfucking chips. Beat the fuck up, leaking and shit. Because you don't, like, ain't nobody showing that side. They ain't showing the pranks that go sour. That the niggas wasn't playing. And now you fucked up and it won't know it's a prank. We here now. We fucking here now. You walking up on me and you grabbing my woman hand. I'm fucking you up. You taking it there, I'm taking it further. And there's no amount of pranking you can scream for that. For every time you scream prank, I'm punching in your fucking mouth. When I'm gonna try to break your motherfucking teeth. Prank that. Record that, nigga. Now put that shit out. Oh, I'm gonna I've seen motherfuckers do these pranks and shit and get punched out and shit, motherfucker. Yo, I'm gonna press charges. For what? For what? You shouldn't have been playing with me, bro. I wasn't fucking playing. I take that shit serious. I seen one. Now this one was funny. White boy walked up to this black dude and this black woman. They was walking and shit. He said, "What's up, bro? You want to go?" The black dude looked and said, I just laughed in his face. Boy, I will fuck you up. Take that laugh for what it really is, bro. Let sleeping dogs lie. But then you have the other motherfuckers who's like, well, fuck it. It is what it is. And now you beat the fuck up. Getting thrown around and you now you're home. Hey, it's a prank. Stop, dude. It's not that serious. See, you don't know who the fuck is playing with you. The problem was we've been integrated and been around white people so motherfucking long. And we got all of these other buffers and shit in place that we don't know when motherfuckers ain't playing with us no more. Niggas don't get DP no more. You feel me? And I'm gonna show you the severity of that shit right now. The fact that I just said DP, if you think I'm talking about double penetration and not discipline, that's the problem. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga, that's a problem. Niggas used to get corrected. And this is the point that I'm saying. Now just bring it back. When I took my big homie bike, he won't playing with me. I just made this nigga walk around he didn't know none of the details. He didn't ask his cousin why I had the bike and none of that shit. You feel me? He didn't even see that his cousin had gave me permission to ride a bike. You feel me? I just walked all the way around this motherfucking corner to get the bike from you and shit. And I've been calling you to bring me the motherfucking bike. You gotta get DP, nigga. You gotta get motherfucking discipline. And it's like, nigga, why? Nigga, all you had to do, my nigga, was tell me to bring you the bike. I would have brought the shit to you, my nigga. It wouldn't have been no problem. But he was telling me to bring him the bike. But my thing was, nigga, I'm just running there and I'm coming right back. You don't even have to walk to come and get the bike. I'm bringing it right the fuck back here. You feel me? But he had to be somewhere. He needed it right then. All right, nigga. But the young homies, they don't know the consequences no more. They don't know the consequences for violating. Now, granted, I ain't had to, I violated. At the end of the day, I still violated. Now, what would that have took me? Because now I have to bring it back into I would have shot that nigga because I violated. You feel me? Because I'm not like, yo, you took this nigga bike and he told you to bring it back and you didn't. What the fuck would you have done? If you telling a nigga to bring your shit and he's not bringing your shit, and instead he's going farther with your shit. The fuck? You feel what I'm saying? But at 16, my frontal lobe ain't even developed like that. Enough to see the wrong in that shit. It's like, nigga, I said I was bringing it back. It don't fucking matter if you bringing it back. I told you to give me my shit now. You feel me? I told you that shit. So now you got niggas that ain't even got to develop frontal lobe pulling pranks on niggas that ain't playing. You got niggas that don't even have fully developed frontal lobes playing pranks on niggas that ain't fucking playing. So now it look good when you see it on social media and shit. It look funny when you see a motherfucking grown-ass man with a fully developed frontal lobe know that this little nigga is playing. I'm trying not to respond to you like that. Now I gotta look a certain way because now my woman is looking at me like, why you ain't saying shit? Now granted, some of them niggas was bitches. Some of them niggas is bitches. But I know the difference between a bitch and a sleeping dog. You gotta let sleeping dogs lie. You gotta let, like, some niggas was bitches in those situations, but some niggas were sleeping dogs. And it's like, they girl looking at them like, so you just gonna let them say some shit like that to me? And it's like, you just gonna let them touch me like that and shit like that? It's like, I'm at a quandary now. Because I crash out, I'm going to jail. Fuck, and it's on camera. The crash out is on camera. All we get is the clip. All we get is the crash outs. We don't never get all of the details. Like, nigga, you being disrespectful now. So now when I go into what I was saying, that how it ties into respect. Because these young bulls is getting respect off this shit, bro. These little homies is getting respect off this shit because this is what the clout is. Clout. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. You know how I always say respect is to men what love is to women? Attention is to women what clout is to men. These niggas love clout because clout feels like, in analogous perspectives, clout and attention are to the parallelisms of love and respect. Men need respect, but now I'm taking clout as respect because niggas respect me because I'm popular. Because I'm like, no, nigga, I'm out here doing risky shit. You feel me? I'm going up grabbing this woman's hand, but I'm going to let this nigga know it's a prank. It's a prank. No, nigga, if you was really about that shit, it ain't going to be no prank. You just think you the better man. That's why I say the funniest one was when the motherfucker, he seen the shorty, like, dude was with his wife, and she's bending over to pick up the water. He go over there and grab the water for her, and dude said, hey, that's my wife. That's my wife. He said, but I'm the one grabbing the water. He said, what's your Instagram? Now, that one was hilarious. It's like, nigga, I get it. But at the same time, the ones where it's still fucked up. Because you don't know, like, let's say that man does decide to say, you know what, let me stand up for my wife. Yo, put that motherfucking shit down. Now, that one was a fucked up example because, nigga, you should have been picking up the water anyway. Like, why is she picking the shit up? And why are you, I'm a man, I'm her husband, nigga, but you're not picking up the fucking water. But then you have those moments where he purposely walks around the other side to grab the opposite hand. If you was really about that shit, grab the hand that's closer to the man. Grab that hand. That's the prank I want to see. Don't come over where the woman is now your safety net. Cause now she's in between you and the man. No, nigga, you bad. Go between her and the man. Grab the hand that's closest to the man and see what happens. You feel what I'm saying? So now for the psychology of the prank and shit, it makes it seem like, oh, this nigga's a bitch. No, you're the bitch. You're not even pulling the prank right. If you really wanted to test your gangster, you really wanted to prove like, yeah, nigga, I take your bitch, nigga. Take his bitch. Go to the side that he's on, when he has the leverage, when he can stick off on you. No, don't go around where he has to swing around his woman and he got to go and move and you got him. That shit's fucked up to me, bro. But for you young homies that is doing that shit, y'all got to stop because everybody ain't going to play with you, my nigga. They not going to say shit. Some niggas ain't going to raise their voice. Some niggas have the straw that broke their camel's back has already been broken several times over. They don't give two fucks about what the fuck you got going on. You feel what I'm saying? Some niggas have to get to that point. But y'all niggas is playing in dangerous waters with these fucking pranks, my nigga. Cut that shit out because it's not giving you the respect. It's giving you clout. And clout ain't got shit to do with respect. That's just going to get you hurt. Because when you seeking clout, you're not giving a fuck about another man's respect. You don't even give a fuck about your own. Yeah, those comments, it feels good. It feels good to have somebody laugh at the shit that you did, to entertain. But you know when that shit was popping, when it was actually viable? When you was in elementary school, when you was in middle school, when you was the class clown and shit. You're not a class clown anymore. You're a social media clown, and you're doing it for clout. That's that shit that you're looking for. And you are willing to put yourself in danger for that shit. Niggas will get shot for stupid shit like that. Niggas will get pistol whipped for shit like that. I've seen it. And if I would have had a gun, I would have done it some of the time. But I knew that if I had a gun, I would have done it. I don't give a fuck about that play shit. You feel me? Because everybody ain't motherfucking playing, bro. Everybody ain't motherfucking playing. Now, when you grow up in the culture, when you can just tell a motherfucker, I was just playing. When you do some shit that disrespects him across that line, When you constantly involved in that shit, it's like, don't take it that serious. So you're too dramatic. You're too this and that. Like, there's so many layers in what they're calling this shit now. A man responding to disrespect is toxic masculinity now. And they have branded that shit so much that niggas won't even respond the right way no more because it's like, oh, I don't want to be toxic. No, fuck that, bitch. You disrespected me, nigga. And everybody ain't playing with you. Some niggas don't play with disrespect. You feel what I'm saying? Be the bigger person. No, nigga, you need to remember that you're the smaller person and stop fucking with big people. But it looks good because, you know, I hit the gym. I work out. I do this shit. And I'm gonna go act like I'm gonna take this. What was that nigga name? What was the big nigga name? My name Tyrone, and I'm gonna fuck your wife. He did it to the right ones. I ain't seen that. I ain't seen videos like that in a long time. I ain't seen him do his videos in a long time. But who would he run up on? Niggas he know he could say that shit to. You fuck around and get shot. For real, fucking with the wrong motherfuckers. Now it's like, oh, nigga, this is wrong. This is like, no, nigga. When you do this shit for the attention, when you do this shit for clout, because you think, because you's a big nigga, because you muscular, niggas is gonna be afraid. No, nigga, everybody don't play with you. You feel me? I've been fighting big niggas since I was 12. 11 or 12 years old, I've always fought niggas bigger than me. I didn't give a fuck about the size, nigga. So I don't give a fuck about your muscles. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. If a nigga run up on me thinking, I'm not a big dude. I'm not a big dude. But I'm a violent nigga, bro. Like, for real. Because, like, there's little things that I had to do, that I had to learn how to do. My brother taught me how to do, because neither one of us are really relatively big people. You feel what I'm saying? But my brother taught me that shit. He said, yo, here, do this. If a motherfucker run up on you like this, hit him like this, and hit him like that. He taught me some shit, bro, and I'll use that shit. He said, but only if it's a nigga that's bigger than you. He said, if you could beat him up with your hands, y'all the same. He said, give him the hands. But when you got to beat him up, do this shit. I never tried it on niggas because it's like I never had to. But the skills are there. You feel me? I'll pop your fucking eardrums right fucking now if you think I don't give a fuck about your size, nigga. But now you got to be deaf for life. I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you. Like, you think you gonna run up on a nigga because I'm smaller than you and shit, nigga. No, you won't. You won't, my nigga. And then now, because I've learned, you know, anatomy and physiology, and I know how the body functions and works, like all of the shit that my brother told me, let me tell you, when I'm actually learning anatomy and physiology, all the shit my brother taught me about fighting and shit, like, I started to see it in real time, how the muscles can move. It's like, where if I hit a nigga here, this, then I was like, oh, so it reaffirmed for me. Now I don't even think about, I know what's gonna happen if I do certain shit. I only mention the pop your eye, your burst your eardrum shit, because that's really the only thing that I do to a motherfucker, like, out of what he said, like, because that's not, you feel me? That's just if you a bigger nigga. Like, if you got me by 50 pounds, nigga, trust me. If you got me by 49, you say we can fight, we can dance with these hands. But you got me by 50, that's a whole different weight class to me. So, nigga, you getting fucked up, bro. I'm telling you, I'm gonna pop your fucking eardrums, and then now your whole equilibrium is off. You can't balance because you can't hear, and you don't even know that's why you're losing your balance, because you don't even put the equation together, because you have something in your eardrums called in your cochlea area. What is the fluid called? Fuck, I can't think of the name of the fluid right now. But there's a fluid within your tympanic membrane that is designed to keep your equilibrium and balance right. If I pop your fucking eardrums, that whole fluid is gone. The whole fluid starts to move. And now you can't hear, nigga. If you can't hear, now you imbalanced. Because I just took away one of your motherfucking senses. So now you have to rely on your sense of sight. But now you need your senses, you need your hearing, because now you're in fight or flight mode. You feel me? You need all of your senses now. Now I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass because you can't hear. And then I'm gonna kick your kneecap in the joint. You feel me? I'm gonna take you down, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. And I'm gonna do it well. I'm gonna do it well because I practice with this shit, bro. Like, I do this shit. I create random scenarios in my, like, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get back on topic, but this is important. I do my sparring and shit, my shadow boxing and shit, but what I also do is I meditate. Like, after I work out. So when I do my workouts, I do muscle ringing. This is why a lot of motherfuckers don't be thinking I work out, because I do muscle ringing, and then I do my shadow boxing for my cardio, and then I meditate. Now, when I'm meditating off I'm just making sure that my nerves and my body knows how to move, throw punches and shit. But then I meditate on fights, on random scenarios. Sometimes I don't know the niggas. Sometimes it'll be a nigga I seen on Instagram or some shit like that. Fuck that nigga up. Or sometimes it'll be simple shit. But it's like big niggas, small niggas, short niggas, fat niggas. It don't matter. I put myself, and I can hold that image in my head of me fighting a nigga. And I don't just fight like I'm winning the fight. Like, no, nigga, I just create whatever scenario I think would happen. And then I prepare for it. And it's like I train my body, I train my mind first so my body can respond if it ever has to happen. Because in the mind, when I'm actually doing these things, now mind you, I'm sitting for a good 30 minutes in this meditative state with my mind focused on a fight. You feel what I'm saying? After I have just trained my body and with my punches and my maneuvers, parries, ducks, dodge, dips and shit. All of the shit that I'm actively practicing, right? I'm doing it. So I'm looking at it from that perspective and I'm like, all right, bet. Now when I meditate, I just sit with it. And as I'm sitting with it and I'm meditating, it's like if this scenario ever plays itself out, if I get a punch thrown like this, it don't matter if it was the big nigga in this meditation, or if it was a small nigga in this meditation, if it was a kick in this meditation, I've seen it in my mind. So my body knows how to react to it. You feel what I'm saying? It's simple shit like that. It's simple shit like that. But I said that because if a nigga ran up on me, right, it's a prank, and I do some shit to him, now I'm fucked up. Now I'm fucked up because like you didn't have to touch him. You didn't have to. No, he didn't have to fuck with me. This is what you niggas need to understand. You don't need to fuck with people, but you choose to fuck with people for whatever it is, for the clout, for the likes, and all of the shit that you're getting on social media and shit. Y'all ain't no different than these bitches, bro. And I'm saying bitches respectfully in the sense that, you know, for the attention seeking hoes. That's who I'm talking about. Y'all niggas is the same shit. Y'all just do the clout because you think it gives you respect, just like they think the attention gives them love. It don't. It don't. This shit empty as fuck. Cause now you got to keep this shit up. Like shout out to what's the homie name? He ain't my homie, but he a homie and shit. Boom Gang. When he came and talked to the little homies and shit, and he was like, "Yo, bro, this ain't." He said, "I used to do the same shit y'all doing, nigga. I crash out on you, right?" He said, "No, you won't. No, you won't. Like y'all don't know that I was a crash out before. I'm the reason why y'all crashing out, cause y'all likely seen some shit that I used to do when I was younger. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like niggas like that have already seen it. And it's like, yo, bro, stop. This ain't cool. Like y'all are doing this for the attention and shit, and y'all doing this for the clout to make yourselves feel a certain way, and you gonna run up on the wrong nigga that ain't playing with you, bro. Niggas gonna fuck around and zip you up, literally. You know what I'm saying? Niggas get pistol whipped. I seen a nigga get pistol whipped over some playful shit. Like nigga, it wasn't supposed to be like that, nigga. Why was you playing? Cause your frontal lobe ain't even developed enough to think about the alternative reality to a situation, my nigga. That's crazy when you really put it into perspective and think about it. Your frontal lobe is not developed enough for you to think critically that this could be worse than I'm going to do. I'm thinking, oh, when I post this, the hoes going to love this. I'm going to get a lot of likes. I'm going to go viral. I might die. How about that? Today might be the day that my attempted virality meets a motherfucker who ain't playing with me. My attempt at fucking virality crosses paths with a motherfucker who is not playing with me today. And he, not only is he not playing with me today, he wishes a nigga would. And our lives crash. Our lives collide. There's no such thing as coincidence in the universe. It's just pure harmony and gravitation. It's intention. When your intention is, I'm going to go viral off of doing this shit, I wish a nigga would. I'm going viral off of playing with motherfuckers. I wish a nigga would play with me today. I ain't got the time for this shit. Two people are manifesting the same reality off opposite sides of the same coin. Who wins? Who wins? Because the wish is granted now. You're going to get your virality. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't the virality you want on your social media page because now you're a RIP shirt. Because now you did this shit in public and this nigga that said, I wish a nigga would, got his wish granted. You was the nigga who would, and now he fucked you up and shit. Now he got to go to jail for fucking you up, and now you viral. You viral, nigga. Instagram prankster, YouTube prankster, such and such gets slapped in the fucking mouth for fucking with the wrong nigga. Nah, bro, I was just trying to tell him, man, it was a prank, man. He ain't have to do this shit like this. Now you on the news, bro. Now you on the news. Fucked up this man's life because he was minding his motherfucking business and you wanted some fucking virality. Now your shit fucked up. Now your mama hurt, your daddy hurt, your siblings, your cousins, everybody fucked up because of your fucked up decisions. Now his family fucked up, all of this shit hurt because you wanted a fucking prank? Because you wanted a prank and the motherfucker wasn't playing with you? Shit hit different when you actually see a bigger reality to it. Like this shit affects other people, nigga. This shit reverberates. You don't know who the fuck you playing with, bro. You don't know who the fuck you playing with. I ain't gonna blame Drake, But there's some Drake shit. Like a lot of these niggas be like, motherfucking like, the reason I know it's like, why you blaming Drake and shit? Cause I'm using Drake as an example. Because Drake thought niggas was playing with him. Drake thought, oh, I get the most streams. I this, that, and the third. I listen to this like I'm on this person. Like I had a 15 summer. Like everybody ain't playing with you, nigga. Kendrick showed him everybody ain't fucking playing with you. And do you see what happens when a nigga ain't playing with you? Your shit's over. He didn't have to take it that far, nigga. I told you. If you take it there, I'm taking it further. I'm telling you, nigga, I don't play with niggas. So if you want to play like that, we gonna play like that. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas will give you the warning when they not gonna play with you like that. And you'll still not listen to it because you don't give a fuck. Tying it back to the pranks. Niggas will walk up, grab shorty hand and be like, hey, bruh, chill the fuck out. What you mean? I can't have your... Nigga, he just told you I'm not playing with you. He just told you, bro, I'm not playing with you, bro. Look, go about your business, bro. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying, no, I just wanted to get your Instagram and shit like that, nigga. It looks good on social media to say, I took this big nigga girl. I did that and the third. But it don't look good when he broke your fucking face. It's a prank. Now my jaw broke. It's a fucking prank. The problem is y'all niggas don't get punched in your fucking mouth no more. The problem is the internet has created a safe space where motherfuckers can talk all that they want to without consequence now. You talking to a nigga that's on a 3-hour time difference from you. Niggas can't pull up on you like that. You feel me? Back in my day, and I know it seems crazy. Shit, nigga, back in my day, it was real shit. Like, you feel me? If you said something to a motherfucker that could reach you, that's why niggas didn't say shit. Unless they was really gonna do shit. You feel me? Oh, I heard you talking about such. Oh, nigga, you still in it. We in the same city, nigga. We in the same city, nigga. Chances are we might run into each other at the barbershop, at the grocery store, wherever, nigga. We in the same city. Niggas will wash their mouth because of that. Now you got niggas in fucking Bangkok. You got motherfuckers in Bangkok, Alaska, and Germany and shit, all talking shit at the same fucking time. Cause, nigga, you can't touch me. You think I can't touch you. You think I can't touch you. This is so Frail conversation, so it's all about the men. But do you remember that shorty that the dude made a racial comment, called her a monkey or something on her thing, and she pulled up to his job and made him apologize. And she said, do you see how easy it was to find you? Just calm. Everybody don't play with you. But she just let that nigga know in real time, I'm not one to play with. I'm not one to play with. You dig what I'm saying? There's a lot of men like that. And y'all are out here pulling pranks on men that are like that. You feel what I'm saying? And I can tell you, because y'all are doing pranks and y'all are doing this shit with cameras. Y'all ain't built like that. So y'all need to really stop playing like that, my nigga. And I'm not saying it on some, wag the finger type shit. I'm trying to save your fucking life. I'm trying to save y'all fucking lives because I see this shit getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And I know the pranks with the gold diggers and shit, I don't give a fuck about those, nigga. Fuck them. Because these niggas is goofy anyway. Those were the goofy niggas that ain't have motion. At least you niggas that are able to do these pranks, y'all have a little motion and y'all are testing it to say, my motion is this, that, and the third. Because I got the riz. I could take this woman's. There's shit that gotta come with that. I know rappers and celebrities make it seem like it's fun. It's easy when you take a woman from a man, and you got his bitch or whatever the case may be. They don't tell you the dark side of that shit, bro. It's not just you taking her. It's the disrespect that comes with it. I employ all you niggas to watch the movie Troy if you haven't. With fucking Brad Pitt and shit. Watch the story of Troy. It's deeper than Achilles, bro. It's deeper than, like, don't get so wrapped up in the legacy and the aura of Achilles whooping, killing everybody else that you missed the plot of the story. Paris took Helen of Troy. Well, she was Helen of Troy afterwards, but she was Helen of whatever. Paris took Helen of Troy from Agamemnon's brother, but Paris couldn't fucking fight. The whole Trojan War was because this nigga took this nigga bitch. On paper, like in real time. That's all it was. And then the niggas pulled up on him. Agamemnon and them pulled up on Paris and Hector. You feel me? Are y'all niggas willing to like have niggas pull up on you? Oh nah, I ain't fighting over no bitch. It is what it is. Niggas never want to fight over a bitch when it's time to fight over a bitch. All of the other shit when it was like, yo, I beat that nigga ass. I take your bitch out. Now when it's time for the aftermath of what happens when you take a nigga bitch, are you ready to live with that shit? No, you niggas ain't. You niggas ain't. And you niggas is out here doing pranks thinking this shit is fun. It's not. Am I saying niggas is gonna fucking go to war like yes, nigga. Yes. You gonna get a motherfucker that ain't playing with you, bro. You gonna get somebody like Agamemnon, brother, who gonna fucking pull up on your motherfucking ass and say, oh, you think this is a game? Because you walking up in the store, you think she buy the eggs and you grab her hand and you in the store with a fucking camera that's gonna stop them. Fuck no. Give a fuck if you got the strongest army ever. Now go back to the story of Troy. What happened at the end? The Trojan horse, that whole reality is that. Cause this nigga took a bitch, bro. I'm the better man. I'm the ladies' man. But this nigga wasn't even a fucking fighter. Like you little niggas, like you niggas don't even be fighters for real. You just think cause you pretty boys and you handsome and you can take a motherfucker, like I can take your chick cause I got more riz. I got this, that, and the third. But can you motherfucking fight? That's what it boils down to. Fuck the bullshit. Can you fucking fight? Can you defend yourself? Can you take it there if it goes there? Because that's what you got to factor in every time you play one of these pranks. I seen another one where the nigga, when it switches from the women's side, when this nigga, y'all actually walking up trying niggas. Like, nigga, what the fuck? What you say, bitch ass nigga said? What the fuck you say, little nigga? You feel me? Oh, no, it's a prank, it's a prank, it's a prank, it's a prank. No, nigga, y'all not gonna have time to react. Y'all not gonna have time to react, bro. Y'all not. Some of these niggas is sparing you. Some of these niggas is really sparing you. They don't give a fuck about that camera. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. My brother, my big homies, my family, like them niggas is like that. You can't play with them. Like, and I don't know funny shit, like I would hate to see it, but I would love to see it at the same time. A little nigga just randomly run up on my brother or some shit. I'm like, hey nigga, what you trying to do? His sons will stomp you the fuck out first. I told you this shit's genetic, bro. It's bloodline shit, you feel me? His sons will stomp you out first before he even get to touch you. Cause chances are, if you run up on him in Walmart or some shit like that's who the fuck you gonna be with, them little niggas gonna stomp you the fuck out first. I love them little niggas, bro. They my homies, bro. But they'll do the shit. It's just in it. Cause everybody don't play with you. Everybody ain't playing, bro. But y'all think it's a game because I can post it on social media. Nigga, no, you gonna get hurt. You gonna fucking get hurt. And you ain't gonna be able to scream it's a prank. You just not. I know, it sounds good. It sounds like, oh, they shouldn't take it that serious because you've been programmed into this integrated society. See, y'all don't really know the history of integration and shit and why we are the way that we are as far as we think. But now we start to think like white people. So we have that entitlement that you're not supposed to touch me if I disrespect you. You feel me? We really think like white people that don't get it. We be saying shit like, yo, you're not supposed to respond negatively to me no matter what I'm doing to you. And that don't work in real world. That don't work in the real world, nigga. You get your shit slapped. You get your face beat the fuck off, bro. And that's what we need to go back to showing. Like I hate that we have, you know, they circulate hood fights and shit like that on social media and shit. It's always just a fight. It's never the build up. So all you see is two motherfuckers fighting. And then like you see one motherfucker win, and then the shit like it's like, okay, bet you think that was likely the aggressor because that's all you see. Sometimes it's the weakest motherfucker that's poking the fucking bear that gets drugged the fuck out. Cause everybody ain't fucking playing, my nigga. Everybody ain't playing, my nigga. And as long as you keep running around playing the game like, oh, niggas is playing with me. Niggas ain't niggas like, no, nigga, it's not like that. It is not like that. I was in undergrad, and it pissed me off when this happened because it's like, I ain't had to wild out. I didn't. And I didn't wild out, really. I wild out internally within the circle, and then I left. I didn't wild out on the person. So we in the calf area, right? And I had a bag of chips. I like to open my chips like this. I pop them from the bottom. It's weird. It's a loud pop. I don't know why. Maybe it's the stem. I don't fucking know. But I popped the bag, poof, like real loud, right? Some shorty talking about, I thought that was a gunshot because I'm from DC. You can't be playing like that. Bitch, shut the fuck up. I say that's how I know you ain't no fucking had no fucking gunshots around you and shit. Because a gun don't sound like a fucking chip bag. Trust me, that shit rings and it echoes. You got scared. I got that. But don't be doing that. I'm from DC shit, all of that shit. I hate that shit, bro. It don't matter where the fuck you from, bitch. Pistols are printed and put everywhere. You feel me? Real niggas and killers is printed and put every fucking where. You feel me? Now, granted, I'm not saying this to her because it just internalized. I just got up and left. I said, man, I hate when niggas do that shit. So now my homies, as we leave the cab and shit, they're like, yo, why you get so motherfucking mad? And it's like, y'all ain't from that. Bringing it back full circle to the woman that I was talking about. Like, she was there with it. She was like, why do you get so angry when people do stuff? I said, I hate posers. I hate when people that talk about wanting to be from the hood and shit. I get it. You listen to the music. I get it and stuff like that. It's not fun. It's not what people think it is. So when I hear people say shit that is hood adjacent, and I can tell you're not from the hood. I can tell that's not hood shit. Like you don't get afraid of a chip bag popping, and you can differentiate between that and a gun. Even a baby 22 sound louder than that, and that's a baby 22. You get hit with a baby 22, you're likely to survive. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of times when niggas be like, "Yo, this nigga got hit," you know what I'm saying? Nigga got hit with a baby 22. Now, granted, it's still a bullet. You still got shot, but some niggas got shot with little guns and shit. Like nigga. Yeah, nigga, I got hit twice. Nigga, what they shoot you with? 22, 25. Like, something small. It's like, okay, cool. It's still a bullet. But you know what I'm saying? You ain't get hit with no Desert Eagle, bro. You ain't get hit with no 4.5. You ain't get hit no 50 cal. Like, nigga, them shits will put you down because them holes are big and they rip through tissue and shit. You feel what I'm saying? But a chip bag, nigga, you feel me? So, that's what I was saying. So, like, the woman that I was talking about is like, how do you, like, everybody don't play. Now you have to understand who knows the rules of what you think you about to play with. So the dude that she's saying, you know, oh yeah, he said he was gonna kill you, this, that, and the third. It's like, you don't get it, do you? You think because I don't carry myself as a motherfucker who's gonna throw his life away, that I won't throw my motherfucking life away. And that's what you little niggas need to understand, bro. Y'all doing these things, calling them pranks, and you are willing to throw your life away, not realizing who's willing to throw their life away because they don't give a fuck about yours. And don't forget to check out Cafe Clothing, formerly Just Scenes merch. Get all of your intricate designs crafted specifically for the melanated being to develop a positive imagery within self and to have a little bit of fun in the process. From the peace, love, knowledge, and freedom to the dead horses and water designs, all of the styles are crafted for the imagery to make you feel as you're supposed to feel. Because as I always say, the best way to fit in is to stand out. And what better way to stand out than with your exclusive styles from Cafe Clothing. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and end that motherfucker there. Yeah, man, it's a prank, bro. This is like, look, I'm going into my unk year. I got 3 weeks. You know, in April, y'all know I turned 36, so that's when I'm gonna really start. I'm a baby unk, so I'm getting ready. I'm getting my finger wags ready. You know, I'm talking my shit to little niggas and shit. I'm excited, nigga. I can't hold you. I made it. But it feels good, man. Like, I want to be able to give these examples, but at the same time, I want to be able to talk about this shit without just condescendingly tell you, like, nigga, stay out of this shit because of this. Because, nigga, everybody ain't playing with you, bro. I've been on both sides of that shit. I've been a nigga who wasn't playing, and I've been a motherfucker who niggas didn't play with. You feel me? Which is something that I always say. Like, you hear me say this shit when I'm talking about spirituality in a sense. I'm like, yo, niggas, you hear niggas say, my spirit team don't play about me. My spirit team don't play about me either, but they also don't play with me. You feel me? I be on both sides of the cuff. You feel me? In real life and in the spiritual realm and all of that shit, bro. You got to realize when you playing too fucking much, niggas, oh, you want to play? Now you going to get some shit that's going to violate you, bro. Like, this content shit ain't worth it, bro. If you going to be doing content, give something that's beneficial to the world. That's not going to be detrimental to you in the long run. Because when these niggas crash out on your ass, all they going to ask you is, where's your next video coming? When these niggas crash out on your ass, they gonna go look for the next prankster that's out there. When these niggas crash out on your motherfucking ass, you might not be able to make another video to go viral again. Don't let this shit go to your head. Don't crash out over no bullshit. Don't get crashed out on. You feel me? Now, granted, I get y'all. Some of y'all niggas can scrap. I ain't gonna take that away. But you still don't have the time on this world to give your nervous system the strength that separates the grown men from the young boys and shit. I'm not saying you a boy. You might be 22, 23, 24 years old. All good and dandy. You feel me? You may lift weights and be strong. But there's a certain strength that you get from solely from stress, solely from PTSD that makes you stronger than a nigga that actually lifts weights. And you don't know how to use that yet. You're not there yet. Now, granted, you have that in relation to somebody who's like 12 years old, 10 years old, 12 years old, 15. You might have that in relation to them, but to a nigga who's 30, 40, 50 years old, you gonna get fucked up, little homie. You gonna get fucked up, little homie, because they gonna hit you with something that you can't feel. It's a video out where this dude was talking about he went to jail. And he was like, he said he did his time and shit. And he like, yo, he was whooping niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas his age. He said he went to the OG talking about he wanted to watch TV and shit. OG said, man, go ahead, young buck and shit and whatever. He said, so his homies hyped him up and go fight him. He said, so he stuck off on him. He said, I'm stealing off on him. I'm wilding on him. He said, OG just raised up. He's like, my hits ain't even affecting him. And he said he hit me twice and my body went numb. It's like, nigga, you fighting a grown man now. You're not fighting a little boy. You're not fighting one of your little homies, nigga. You fighting a grown man who's been fighting longer than you've been born. Again, not just speculation. I experienced this with my brother. I was really fighting this nigga, and he was playing with me. That's crazy to me. Like I was fighting this nigga with everything. Like I'm throwing punches, he dodging, dipping and shit. Like I caught him twice. I got two good ones on his chest. Because I couldn't hit him in his face, because when I threw it at his face, he knocked it down and took it in the chest. That was different. And then the nigga grabbed me, slammed me, and kissed me, bro. Now, granted, I'm looking at it from a perspective of on some man shit. Like, yo, we both about the same height and shit. You feel me? I'm lifting weights now. I'm a little strong and shit. Nigga, he got you by 7 years, and he been doing the same shit you're doing now longer than you've been doing. And he's been doing it like, when I seen some of the fights that he got into, when I seen how he maneuvers, I said, yeah, nigga, I'm not ready for that yet. Now I can do this shit on niggas my age. That's in close proximity to me. But this nigga, he different. He got me by 7 years. He been doing this shit longer than me. Way longer. And better. You feel me? And better. Like, it's different. That's what's gonna fucking happen to one of y'all little young homies and shit. Y'all gonna think it's just a prank and it's not. And I don't want y'all to have to go down that route and think that, oh, because I'm pulling this prank and shit, like, no, I get it. They're calling you YNs and shit. And they creating this divide where the YN stand against the old niggas and shit. Like, no, trust me, nigga, it's hierarchy for a reason. We've experienced and we lived a lot longer than y'all. Y'all need them switches and shit. Y'all need them guns. Y'all need all of that. But all of that shit ain't even necessary because it shouldn't even be a reality. You ain't got to earn your respect by doing shit like this, bro. Because this ain't what's going to get it to you. You gonna keep playing for the social media shit like, yeah, I walked up and took this nigga bitch. I walked up and played with him. I walked up and lost my fucking life. Now what? Now fucking what? Is it worth it, my nigga? Fuck no, it's not. It's not. And it's gonna fuck with you for the rest of your life. Especially if you lose that shit, because that is the rest of your motherfucking life, bro. This shit ain't for play, man. Everybody ain't playing. Everybody ain't playing. And I get it. When you in a space where you always gotta, be the bigger, like, you gonna run into the wrong nigga, bro. And if y'all keep on with these motherfucking pranks and y'all keep on playing this shit, like, I'm not saying cut it out. This is your bag. This is how you secure your income and do what you do. Do it. But no, at some point, you gotta meet that. You gotta meet that clash. That unstoppable force gotta meet that immovable object, nigga. You gonna clash. You're going to clash with a motherfucker. It's just going to, like I said, your focus is virality and you're going to meet a motherfucker who wish a nigga would. You better hope that virality's worth it. Like, for real. You better hope that virality's worth it and it's the virality that you want. You feel me? Y'all can't keep doing this shit. That is disrespectful as fuck. You're going up grabbing these women's hands thinking it's fun and games and it's not. Niggas is going to hurt you, bro. Niggas will hurt you. And I know that we grow up, because I know it happened to me when I was younger. We grow up thinking these bitches ain't shit. I ain't fighting over a bitch. A wife is not a bitch. A baby mama is not a bitch. I don't give a fuck how much shit they talk on social media. Wives and baby mamas got niggas fuck with them. Niggas fuck with them. They may talk shit about their baby mamas, but a wife and a baby mama nigga will put you in the box for. He will fuck you up for. That's the side of the shit that they don't talk about. Now, you growing up thinking this, oh, I ain't fighting over the bitch. It ain't worth like that until you run across a nigga who does fight for bitches, who does fight over his bitch. That's when you gonna run into a problem. You can't talk your way out of that shit. You can't, what's the word that I'm looking for? You can't gaslight that nigga out of that shit. You can't get, oh, nigga trying to fight over a bitch. Nigga, it ain't even that serious. Nigga, you crying over a bitch? Nigga, over a bitch? Yes, this nigga, and he about to show you. He about to show you. Some niggas have evolved beyond that shit to where it's like, nah, nigga, it ain't even about the quote-unquote bitch, nigga. It's about this, you disrespected me and my woman, nigga. You can say all day long, you can try to downplay and pacify, oh, you want to fight over a bitch, nigga. I'm still coming to see you. Case in point, Paris and Agamemnon brother. I don't remember Agamemnon brother name. That's why I keep saying it like that. But Paris, you're like, yeah, nigga, I took your bitch. All right, nigga. Now you got to see me. You got to see me. Oh, nigga, you want to fight over a bitch. Like, that's what Achilles said. When they was like, yo, Achilles, you got to go. He said, man, you can't. He said, I'm not about to go fight this nigga because your brother couldn't keep his bitch. Nigga, the fuck you want me to do? And he said, but we're going over there. Achilles literally said, I'm not fighting over no bitch that ain't mine. But Agamemnon brother said, I'm fighting for the bitch that's mine. And now she's in the motherfucking trenches and shit. Like, a whole war started because this nigga took a bitch. And now he can't even fight for her. He can't even fight for her. He go out there and get dusted the fuck off. Beat the fuck up. I asked you niggas, are you ready for that? Because Agamemnon brother said, I'll fight you over a bitch. You ain't about to gaslight me out of the shit and say, nigga, oh, you gonna fight over a bitch, nigga. I got her, nigga. Let the best man win, nigga. She chose me. Now you about to choose this ass woman because I'll fight you over a bitch. You feel me? If you watch the old R. Kelly videos when he was doing with Mr. Biggs and shit, Mr. Biggs was fucking R. Kelly up and he didn't get the shit, nigga. I ain't fighting you over no bitch, nigga. I will. That's why he was Mr. Biggs, nigga. You didn't fuck with Mr. Biggs or his women, nigga, because this is what the fuck happened. You niggas keep playing and you running into niggas that will fight over a bitch. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the worst ass whooping you can take. I'm telling you. Because not only will I fight over a bitch, when that bitch is present, I can't lose in front of that bitch. I'm being dramatic with using bitches because niggas always say, nigga, I'm not fighting over a bitch until you run into a nigga who fights over bitches. That's the problem. Because y'all have never been around all of it. Like, the culture has shifted so much that y'all have never seen a nigga fight over a bitch. You've never seen a nigga dog walk you over a bitch. You think it's funny, nigga? Oh, this nigga, he sucker for love ass nigga. He said, no. He's a nigga who won't be disrespected. You can put simp to it. You can put sucker for love. You can put whatever you want to it, nigga. He will fight you over his woman. He will bust your ass over his woman. And he will not lose in front of his woman. Me and my homies, the same homies, and I'm going to bring this up full circle and I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Same homies that got stuck up and shit. Niggas riding around and shit. We was having a conversation one day. And it's crazy how it just flowed out. We was like, yo, bro, I can't lose in front of my mama. I will not lose a fight in front of my mama. I won't lose a fight in front of my sisters. Real shit. I don't know why. I don't know. Like, we was vibing over that shit. We were just talking. I was like, it was like we was talking about old fights and shit. And then it was like, yeah, man, my mama was out there. And nigga, it was like, I couldn't lose. I was like, yo, nigga, you had one of those too? He's like, yeah, nigga, like once you see your mama there, it's like you have two choices. If you haven't started fighting yet, I don't want my mama to see me like this. But if you win that shit, you got to see me like that. I can't let my mama see me lose. I can't let my sister see me lose. I can't. I can't. Nigga, I don't give a fuck how long we got to fight. I don't give a fuck if you fade me the first 2 times and I got to get at least one off your ass, nigga. I cannot let my mama or my sister see me lose. A nigga like that, a motherfucker like that, he gonna bust your ass. He gonna bust your ass for his bitch, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because the woman that he finds is gonna be patting off his mama and sister. He is not losing in front of her. Now, when you get you niggas that's, oh, I'm not fighting over a bitch, nigga, when the motherfucker's pregnant, when the motherfucker's present, you don't know how to get that extra boost of energy to fight, nigga. I'm telling you, you gonna need it. You gonna need it against the motherfucker who fights over bitches, nigga. I'm telling you. Oh shit! Oh god, nigga! Not only are you gonna need it for a nigga who fights over bitches, but a nigga who has to win in front of her. And again, I'm using for the ladies that I know y'all crept in and shit. It's dramatic because this is so Frail conversations, and this is just how it's got to vibe out. But when you run into that nigga who will fight you over a bitch, my nigga, I'm telling you, bro, it's a different fight. It's a fight you don't want because you sitting here trying to be quote unquote pretty and shit, nigga. I ain't fighting over no bitch. He do. You better hope that bitch tell him to stop. And I keep using bitch because I gotta drive this shit home. Because that's how you niggas look at it. These niggas ain't looking at these women as bitches, bro. That's his wife. That's his mama. That's his sister. That's his daughter. It's not a bitch to him. You feel me? I seen this other video where this nigga, he beat this girl ass. Like, I mean, he's swinging on her and doing all kind of shit. Like, he is fucking her up and they recording the shit. Niggas laughing. Recording the shit. Her daddy came and said, don't you ever put your hands on my daughter again. Don't you ever put, and he didn't even say daughter. This is when I knew that this was coming from the soul, nigga. He said, don't you ever touch my baby. Bing, like, nigga, you're getting, this nigga fight over bitches, bro. And it don't just start with his daughter, bro. He'll protect his woman like that. He protected his mama like that. He protected his sisters like that. And it translates, it's gonna be worse. But like, he's had time to perfect it by the time a daughter comes into this world. But you approaching this shit like, yo, fuck these bitches. I ain't fighting over no bitch. You better learn how to fight over a bitch, nigga. Because you're gonna start to evolve, and it's no longer gonna be fighting over a bitch. You know that you're gonna fight over a woman, which is now gonna teach you how to value what you see in a woman. So now it's not even gonna compute that I'm walking up to this man disrespecting him in front of his woman, bro. Yeah, I think that I'm flexing and shit because I'm holding her hand and like, you know, nigga, I'm disrespecting this man. When that rabbit got that motherfucking gun, my nigga, you better shut the fuck up. You better shut the fuck up. Real shit. Real shit. Because that one, it ain't no fun when that motherfucker got the gun, bro. But this is what you niggas got to deal with. This is how you niggas operate. Y'all niggas need to stop doing this shit, bro. For real. Like, for real. Because everybody ain't playing with you. You're not going to be able to scream your way out of it's a prank. Because now when these young homies is coming up and now they start pranking your ass, you going to feel stupid. It's like, nigga, you put that karma back on yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody ain't playing with you, bro. Straight like that. Everybody ain't playing with you, bro. And the moment you realize that, and the moment you have that, develop that respect into the shit, you stop doing it. I'm not saying don't do your pranks. But at the same time, do a prank that's really a prank, my nigga. Don't do no disrespectful shit for clout. That's how niggas die. But I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Go kiss your babies. Make sure they eat their vegetables. And our sons, look, bro. If you want your son to be doing pranks, teach that little nigga how to fight, bro. Straight up. If he's going to be doing pranks, if he's going to be doing jokes on people and it's going to be some shit that's humiliating to the people and some shit, be ready to fight. Teach him how to fight. Teach him how to fight. You know what I'm saying? Don't teach him to be no motherfucking buster and grow up and shit, and teach him the rules that everybody ain't playing with him. Cause likely your son gonna be the first nigga to play with you. You feel what I'm saying? Now you got it. Now it's like teach that nigga, teach him early, that everybody ain't playing and everything ain't a game. Teach him early consequence before his frontal lobe develops and shit, and then he has to learn the hard way and shit. Like, teach him this shit so he can actually discern and be able to use and say, okay, look, this ain't a situation that I need to take farther. We raising jesters and shit. We raising boys that don't have respect, that don't even, you're not gonna get your respect if you don't know how to give it, bro. And you don't even know how to see yourself as a respectable person, an upstanding man, or somebody that's actually present in a space to where you can be respected. Don't teach our boys to be that, because if we keep doing that shit, we're gonna raise suck ass niggas that grow up to motherfucking do pranks and shit that niggas gotta crash out for. And this is just any kind of prank. This is the gold digger prank. This is the I'll fight you prank and all of that shit. You gonna fuck around and get something that you don't want. Cause now these niggas gonna see these gold digger pranks and not realizing that these bitches is actors and shit. You feel me? Now they gonna go up and try to do and they gonna look stupid. You look goofy when you try to pull up on a chick in a car, not realizing that the nigga that's doing this, he paid her. This is a skit. This is a skit. So now you gonna go rent that car, go pull up, and she's still gonna call you corny. Now you crashing out because the bitch rejected you because you thought you was supposed to get it because this goofy nigga did the shit on YouTube. No, nigga, he's paying these bitches to do the shit. You feel me? You can't just go up to a random chick and think because I got a car, I'm gonna pull up, hop out, and get her. No, nigga, that shit don't work for real. That shit don't work for real. But that goes into what I was saying about how once the imagery sees it, the mind sees it, it no longer differentiates between it. I seen it. I programmed it. Like, that's how this programming shit works. That's why it's called media. It serves as a medium. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you teach your boys, make sure we teach our boys these upstanding principles so they're not running around here doing sucker shit for pranks. And not being able to deal with the real life. Because I'm telling you, everybody ain't playing with them. And they gonna find out hard. Whether it be the women when they try to do the gold digger shit and now they cussing the bitch out because you ain't shit, this, that, and third. And now she got motherfuckers that don't play about her. She got motherfuckers that fight over bitches and shit. Now he got to deal with that. Or you doing a prank for some shit like, nigga, Teach your son that awareness. Otherwise, he gonna get fucked up. You feel me? He gonna get fucked up. And we don't need to raise no more sucker ass niggas, bro. This shit's gotta stop at some point. Please, nigga. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. Go kiss your babies. Make sure they eat their vegetables. And I'm gonna see y'all all on the next one. Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom. I'm out.